One of the biggest twists in Hulu's Under the Bridge episode 3 includes a major change from the true story, influencing two characters' storylines. The miniseries fictionalizes the real story of who killed Rena Verk, structuring the story as a true detective story. Officer Cam Bentland and writer Rebecca Godfrey serve as the central point of view, but the series also frequently cuts to flashbacks and scenes involving just the teenagers. These scenes frequently reveal information about the attack and murder that the teens aren't willing to share with the surrounding adults. These scenes finally provide clarity in Under the Bridge about who killed Rena and why. Warren is first implicated due to the blood on his clothes. He later confesses to Samara that he went to the other side of the bridge and saw 187, the slang term for murder. The other person who killed Rena is Josephine's best friend, Kelly. She directly admits this after Josephine finds Rena's muddy boots in her closet. While the people involved match up with the true story, the story deviates by using the boots to reveal Kelly's involvement in the murder. Under the Bridge episode 3 changes the real Joe and Dusty's involvement in stealing Rena's shoes. Kelly, Josephine, and Dusty were all involved in taking Rena's shoes in real life. One of the biggest changes at the end of Under the Bridge episode 3 is the series removing Joe and Dusty's involvement in taking Rena's shoes. The real story is detailed in the book by Rebecca Godfrey. Warren reveals during Kelly's second appeal that she ordered Rena to take off her jacket and boots. These were later found outside the school by two passersby. The first put them both by the fence, thinking a kid lost them. The second took the jacket, thinking it was owned by a friend's grandson. At some point, Josephine went to the school and took the shoes. It's not clear how long she held onto the shoes. Eventually, she and Dusty decided to discard the shoes in a green dumpster downtown. However, Hulu's Under the Bridge puts all the responsibility for taking the shoes off and bringing them home on Kelly. Josephine and Dusty only learn that the shoes are in her closet by accident. Why Under the Bridge makes Joe and Dusty less involved in the killing than their real-life counterparts. Joe and Dusty likely knew about Rena's murder in Under the Bridge. Based on the facts in Rebecca Godfrey's book, Josephine and Dusty likely knew that Kelly murdered Rena after the fight at the bridge. Otherwise, there's no logical way for Joe to know that she could go get Rena's shoes from the schoolhouse. However, by removing this fact from the dramatization, Hulu's Under the Bridge made Josephine and Dusty more sympathetic. In both real life and the series, these teens are victims of their circumstances. They might have planned the attack on Rena, but this was partly influenced by the lack of proper support systems and resources. It's easier to recognize the situational factors and offer compassion for the Bic girls from Seven Oaks in Under the Bridge when Josephine and Dusty aren't more involved in the murder. Additionally, the disparity in wealth and support becomes more clear when Kelly is responsible for all aspects of the murder and cover-up. After all, Kelly is one of the few teens involved throughout Under the Bridge who has a family and wealth.